You might think that being a king's lover means having the world at your feet. Silk gowns, endless banquets, secrets whispered between golden columns. But with each soft step on the royal carpet, the ice grows beneath your satin shoes. Because behind every curtain, there are eyes watching you. You are not a queen. And that, in an absolutist palace, is a reminder etched in gold and poison. While he smiles, intoxicated by the perfume you pour on his handkerchief, the crown weighs heavily on her head, the legitimate woman. And bored queens can be dangerous. At night, you hear whispers beyond the mahogany door, muffled laughter, servants looking away. Rumor is common currency. Those who share the king's bed also share the neck with the blade of exile, or worse. In the hallways, tapestries tell stories of battles won and betrayals silenced. You pretend not to see, but every spilled glass of wine, every torn note, every glance the queen passes through is a signature, written in invisible ink. The other ladies smile, false, polite smiles that hide knives. One of them was once what you are now, a plucked flower, then trampled. You pretend not to remember when they took you, covered in black veils, to a forgotten convent. And the king? Oh, he likes to play God. He calls you to his chambers like a preening cat. He promises jewels, lands, promises, but he doesn't promise a shield. An absolutist king doesn't protect a wilted flower. He replaces it with a fresher one. You look at yourself in the jewel-studded mirror. You look for wrinkles, signs, rumors that you'll soon be replaced. A hair out of place can be the difference between midnight kisses and a carriage that takes you away, without the right to say goodbye. In the garden, you stroll. Birds sing, flowers exhale. The wind blows. And even the wind whispers, "You are not untouchable." It's just another decorative detail in a palace that belongs to a single crown, and that crown doesn't rest on your head. Maybe you dream of escape. Who wouldn't? A secret love, clandestine letters, a duke who steals you from your gilded cage. But reality has no fairy tale ending. The only ending is a carriage in the middle of the night, or a tainted glass. You dance in the halls lit by hundreds of candles. You twirl, you laugh, you flirt. The king watches you, proud of the living trophy he displays. But the queen, seated on the makeshift throne of gold and patience, drums her fingers, a sign for those who understand that each lover is just another problem to be eliminated. At dawn, servants wake you. Whispers, hurried orders, suitcases packed by other people's hands. You smell the countryside, the exile before you even step outside. Outside, the world isn't golden. It's cold, forgotten, indifferent to your expensive perfume. Inside the carriage, you remember the silken days, the warm nights, the ring he promised but never delivered, the whispered vows of love that died on the same lips that kissed others just yesterday.
Maybe you'll cry. Maybe you'll harden. It doesn't matter. At court, those born to be lovers aren't remembered in books, only in whispers as examples of what not to be. The echo of your laughter will fade with the creak of the gates closing behind you. And the queen, she remains there, on her throne of marble and poison, untouchable, crowned, smiling at dinners where no one dares mention her name. Because in the dance of absolutist power, the one who rules is the one who isn't afraid to get their hands dirty, even if the gloves are satin. The coachman doesn't speak to you. The road bumps through damp woods, mist swallowing any memory of gold. The velvet dress now seems ridiculous, heavy, useless. You clutch the hem of the fabric as each jolt rips away a piece of the woman who danced in the ballrooms. At the roadside, peasants gaze curiously at the ornate carriage passing by. Perhaps they imagine a noblewoman visiting. They don't know that within lurks a shadow, a banished lover, nameless, shieldless, carrying only secrets no one else wants to hear. The image of the king returns to your mind. An easy smile, the look of a satisfied hunter. And for an instant, you understand it was never love, it was power disguised as desire, a distraction from the crown weighing down the queen's head. You were a passing flower, and flowers wither. The wind howls through the carriage's cracks, mixing the smell of damp wood with fear. You press your forehead against the fogged glass. Far away, the court laughs, dances, conspires. Nothing is changed, only you have changed location. Fate? Perhaps a silent convent, high walls, vows made not out of faith, but by order. Perhaps a distant village, where no one recognizes your face. Perhaps oblivion. Anything is better than the sharp scythes of the court. Deep down, you know you're luckier than others. Some never saw the sun again. Others slept with the poison dissolved in their cup, toasting their own misfortune. Exile is a generous gift compared to shallow graves. If you close your eyes, you can still hear music, the clink of crystal glasses, the rustle of velvet, the whisper of the king promising everything he would never give. And you feel the bittersweet taste of the price paid for every jewel received, every kiss stolen beneath the crown. Outside, the moon remains indifferent. It shines on fields that care nothing for royal loves or corrupt courts. To the moon, you are just another woman trying to survive the fall of a throne that was never hers. Perhaps one day they will tell her story in whispers. Remember the one the king sent away? Perhaps her name will be lost, but her trail remains, a sparkling warning to the next one who smiles too much beside an occupied throne. Inside, in that freezing carriage, you understand. To be the lover of an absolutist king is to be a bargaining chip, a living decoration, an offering to the boredom of an enthroned queen. And when it's no longer useful, exile, silence, oblivion. The coachman cracks his whip. The road swallows your last memories of the palace. You take a deep breath, straighten your wrinkled dress, and face the night. Because even banished, there's still something the crown can't confiscate. Your head held high, no matter how heavy it is with regret.